Get ready for the biggest film news hitting the screen right now. The International Federation of Film Critics, or FIPRESCI, has officially unveiled its jury lineup for the 79th Cannes Film Festival, and we are thrilled to highlight the inclusion of Iranian screenwriter, editor, and film critic Pouya Aghelizadeh. This appointment signals a major bridge between independent critical platforms like Channel YouTube and the world's most established international film bodies. Aghelizadeh brings a specialized background in dramatic literature and cinematic theory, diving deep into concepts like the gaze and the works of masters like Tarkovsky and Bergman, plus a decade of experience in festival direction and editing workshops. Find out how this selection shapes the awards for the main competition, Uncertain Regard, and the parallel sections.
Stop using your finger for notes, sketches, and edits. This Jam Jake stylus pen gives your iPad a smoother, more precise writing feel with palm rejection so your hand can rest naturally on the screen. It charges fast, works for hours, and comes with replacement tips. Perfect for school, work, or creative projects. Check the link in the comments to grab it on Amazon.
Next up, we dive into the massive Indian cinematic presence set to dominate the Cannes Film Festival 2026. We have a lineup packed with incredible stories, including the 24-minute short film Shadows of the Moonless Nights directed by Mehar Malhotra, which is the only Indian entry in any official competition section this year. Plus, we are seeing a stunning restoration of the 1986 Malayalam cult classic Amma Ariyan, which underwent an extensive 4K restoration by the Film Heritage Foundation in collaboration with the Odessa Collective. This is a milestone achievement, bringing a restored Indian masterpiece back to the global spotlight. But the story doesn't stop there. John Abraham's Amma Ariyan is set to make its world premiere at the 79th Cannes Film Festival in stunning 4K restoration. This film, which follows activists traveling across Kerala, is a defining work of Malayalam parallel cinema, and its revival is a huge moment for Indian cinema. Meanwhile, the festival is also showcasing incredible new voices, like the bilingual Hindi-Kannada drama September 21, directed by debutante Karen Keshidi Suvarna, which tackles the sensitive reality of living with Alzheimer's disease. Don't miss these must-see Indian features. Finally, we look at the shifting landscape of the festival itself. While Hollywood studios are taking a step back, the selection committee is prioritizing cinema d'auteur, featuring strong entries like Paper Tiger, starring Scarlett Johansson and Ira Sachs with Rami Malek. And making waves in critics, Week is the feature debut of Yemeni-Scottish filmmaker Sarah Ishak with The Station, set in war-torn Yemen. This is cinema at its most exciting, from restored classics to groundbreaking new voices. Stay with us, because we'll be bringing you all the details on the Cannes Film Festival. The International Federation of Film Critics, or FIPRESCI, has officially announced its jury lineup for the 79th Cannes Film Festival, reaffirming its commitment to recognizing cinematic excellence. The 2026 jury will be led by Pamela John of the UK and features a diverse international contingent, including Renaud Baronian from France, Elvira Del Guercio from Italy, and Ivonite Medianera Pinto from Brazil. A significant highlight of the lineup is the inclusion of Iranian screenwriter, editor, and film critic Pouya Aghelizadeh. Aghelizadeh, who contributes to Channel YouTube, joins the jury following his extensive critical work across world cinema and previous jury service at festivals such as the Busan International Film Festival and the DMZ International Documentary Film Festival. His appointment signals a notable connection between independent critical platforms and major international film bodies. As one of only 6 Iranian members of FIPRESCI, Aghelizadeh brings a specialized expertise in dramatic literature and cinematic theory to the panel. His critical focus often delves into concepts like the gaze in the works of filmmakers like Tarkovsky and Bergman, complemented by over a decade of practical experience in festival direction and workshops on the art of editing. The FIPRESCI jury is responsible for awarding 3 key prizes during the festival: the main competition award for a film in the primary lineup, an award for the Uncertain Regard section, and a third award dedicated to a debut feature from the directors, fortnight, or critics, week. Beyond the deliberations, FIPRESCI will host a roundtable discussion on May 15 at the Egyptian Pavilion, titled The State of Critique Today, in the Arab World and Beyond, to explore the impact of economic and digital pressures on the field of film criticism. The official FIPRESCI award ceremony is scheduled for May 23 at 15:30 at Les Ambassadeurs within the Palais des Festivals. Further details regarding the complete jury and the 2026 program are available through reports from FIPRESCI and the Tehran Times. Cannes Film Festival 2026 is set to feature a significant Indian cinematic presence, highlighting regional storytelling and independent works across its various sections. The prestigious festival, scheduled to run from May 12 to May 23 in Cannes, will showcase a diverse slate of Indian films. Several notable Indian productions are slated for premiering and screening. The 24-minute short film, Shadows of the Moonless Nights, directed by Mehar Malhotra from the Film and Television Institute of India, has been selected for the La Cinef competitive section, marking the only Indian entry in an official competition section this year. In the classics section, the 1986 Malayalam cult classic, Amma Ariyan, will be screened in a new 4K restoration. This restoration was achieved through a collaboration between the Film Heritage Foundation and the Odessa Collective, marking the 5th consecutive year the foundation has brought a restored Indian masterpiece to Cannes. Further highlights include the Malayalam drama Balan, The Boy, which will have a special market screening on May 14, exploring themes of identity and familial bonds through a collaboration between director Chidambaram and writer Jithu Madhavan. Chardakala is set to premiere at the 79th Cannes Film Festival. Actor-singer Ami Virk will make his Cannes debut presenting the film alongside co-star Rupi Gill, with a theatrical release scheduled for May 29. Documentary filmmaking is also represented by Spirit of the Wildflower, a 90-minute film directed by Shrim-E Chakraborty. Set in the forests of Madhya Pradesh, it follows tribal siblings managing the country's first legal Mahua distillery and is selected for a market screening. Finally, the bilingual Hindi-Kannada drama, September 21, is set for its world premiere at Cannes 2026. Directed by 22-year-old debutante Karen Keshidi Suvarna, the film delves into the sensitive reality of living with Alzheimer's disease through a father-son dynamic, starring Pravin Singh Sisodia alongside Priyanka Upendra, Zarina Wahab, Amit Bale, and Ajith Shidhe. John Abraham's Malayalam classic, Amma Ariyan, is set to make a significant return to the global stage with the world premiere of its restored 4K version at the 79th Cannes Film Festival, running from May 12 to 23. This 1986 film is the sole Indian feature selected for a world premiere at this year's prestigious event. For film enthusiasts and historians, the Cannes screening signifies more than just a festival selection. It represents the revival of a work long considered one of the boldest political and cinematic experiments in Indian cinema, a film that has survived decades despite damaged prints and a lack of proper restoration until now. The painstaking restoration effort was a collaborative achievement by the Film Heritage Foundation, FHF, in partnership with Imogen Ritravada, Digital Film Restore PVT Limited, and the Odessa Collective. The restored version was sourced from one of only 2 surviving 35 release prints held at the National Film Archive of India. Film Heritage Foundation hailed the Cannes premiere as a milestone achievement, marking their 5th consecutive year at the festival with a restored Indian film. The presentation at Cannes will be handled by FHF director Shivendra Singh Dungarpur, alongside actor Joy Matthew, cinematographer Venue, and editor Beena Paul. The restoration process commenced in 2023, when the only accessible version was a poor-quality online copy. A subsequent search in 2024 led the team to the 2 surviving 35 prints at the National Film Archive of India, both severely deteriorated with scratches, broken splices, and emulsion damage. Directed by John Abraham, Amma Ariyan holds a unique position in Malayalam cinema. Set against Kerala's politically charged backdrop, the film chronicles a group of activists traveling across the state to inform a mother about her son's death. The film masterfully blends documentary realism with fiction, establishing it as a defining work of Malayalam parallel cinema that continues to influence filmmakers and audiences. John Abraham himself remains an enigmatic figure in Indian cinema, known for his fiercely independent filmmaking style, political commitment, and rejection of mainstream conventions, which solidified his reputation as one of India's most radical auteurs. The upcoming Cannes premiere offers international audiences a vital opportunity to rediscover a film that has long existed in fragments and worn-out prints, allowing them to experience it in its fully restored form for the first time. The 79th Cannes Film Festival is signaling a shift in focus, moving away from major studio blockbusters and towards auteur cinema. With Hollywood studios conspicuously absent this year, the festival is poised to champion independent and critically acclaimed films, suggesting a potential rise for cinéma d'auteur in 2026. Despite the lack of major studio entries, the competition lineup is robust. American dramas like Paper Tiger, starring Adam Driver, Miles Teller, and Scarlett Johansson, and The Man I Love, featuring Rami Malek, Rebecca Hall, and Eben Moss-Bachrach, are generating significant buzz. The latter, a musical set in the late 1980s during the AIDS epidemic, is noted for its strong ensemble cast and unique premise. Pedro Almodovar makes a strong return with Bitter Christmas, a drama described by Almodovar as a tragic comedy about gender, following his previous success at the Venice Film Festival. Past Palme d'Or winners are also featured, including Hirokazu Koreda with his sci-fi film Sheep in the Box, and Christian Mungiu with Fjord, which stars Sebastian Stan and Renate Riensvi. Iranian director Asghar Farhadi returns with Parallel Tales, starring Isabelle Huppert, amidst ongoing regional tensions. British cinema has a lighter presence in the main competition, though Cleo Barnard's Midland set I See Buildings Fall Like Lightning is premiering in the director's fortnight. Notably, Scottish filmmaker Sarah Ishak is making an appearance in the critics, Week Strand with her feature debut, The Station, a drama set in war-torn Yemen. Cult offerings are abundant in the sidebars, including Jane Sconebrun's Teenage Sex and Death at Camp Miasma. Beyond narrative features, documentaries are also highlighted with works like Avedon directed by Ron Howard and Steven Soderbergh's John Lennon, The Last Interview. Scottish icon Tilda Swinton is set to participate in the festival's Rendezvous, on-stage encounters, alongside Peter Jackson and Cate Blanchett, demonstrating that while major Hollywood entries have retreated, many of its most significant artists remain engaged with the festival.